Hey, I'm back. It's about time, right? It's been a long 6 months. I know. What do you mean it's only been a month? I know. Oh my. It has been the longest month. It's been over a month since I've uploaded. It's been really weird, alright? Been a weird little. It's been some time, but I'm going to explain a little bit of that in this. I don't want to make a whole video on that because it'd be weird. I just want to. Let's get right back into things. Welcome back to anybody who's still watching this. That'd be crazy. I'll be honest. I don't know what to expect from this. Don't know what to expect from it. But today we have results. We have a new matchup. We're back on track. That is what we did. We got my new computer. Everything's all good to go. I'm very happy. This thing is beautiful, by the way. So we got some stuff to get to. We have reached the championship matchup of this tournament. And yeah, November 19th, I think that was the date. It's been almost 7 months in the making for this rematch. Who's excited? Show your support. Great way to kick things off, I think. This first match had over 100 votes for each of the characters. I don't know if I expect that again, because again, we took a month off. People probably were like, yeah, he's done. He's gone. Nah, I ain't gone. I'm back. I'm here. We're doing this. So I'm excited to do this. So we know the rule. I'm going to put them up on screen real quick just in case we need a quick refresher. But they're very simple to go over. So here's a couple rules just for a refresher. All right, rule number 1. This whole thing was for fun. You vote for whoever you want. Rule 2. Keep in mind you only get 1 vote per person. Please, only 1 vote, because if anything seems suspicious, I will throw any weird votes, I will throw those away. And then how do you vote? Just type the name of the character you are voting for down in the comments, but keep in mind, 1 vote per person. Rest of the rules, double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose twice. So for this specific matchup, since this is the championship, Heavy Weapons guy has never lost, meaning he would have to lose this match, and then hypothetically, if he did lose this match, we'll get a rematch next week, and he would have to lose that one to be eliminated. But if Heavy wins this matchup, the tournament's over, and we have a champion. So yeah, double elimination. That's how that works out. I forget the other rules there on screen. I've wasted enough time. Let's just get to the good stuff, shall we? It's been a long time. I forgot all the rules, but we know that they didn't change or nothing. So yeah, let's just go right to the results. So the results from well over a month ago, almost something like that, was the the losers bracket championship, and that matchup happened to be between Reimu and Spyro, and Reimu ended up winning that one, 169 votes. Again, I threw some votes out again. Some seemed a little suspicious, and keep in mind these votes I had these tallied up weeks ago. So anything that's come in since then, none of those have counted. I still cut off the voting at its 1 week mark. That rule stayed in place. Just because I didn't have the opportunity to show this stuff didn't mean it didn't happen. All right. Still threw out votes for both Reimu and Spyro, but I will say it wasn't quite as much as it has been in the past. So I think some people were getting the idea like, okay, something seems a little suspicious. I can't do it anymore. So props to you guys for trying to cut down on that, for anyone that is trying to rig this. Anyway, Spyro has lost, meaning he takes 3rd place in the tournament, and Reimu moves to the championship of the overall tournament. So where are we at? It's up here somewhere. There we go. Finals, right here. Hold on. It's up here. It's up here. I'll find it. There we go. Rematch, almost 7 months in the making. Heavy Weapons guy taking on Reimu 1, maybe 2 more times. Because again, Heavy, like I was stating in the rules, Heavy has not lost yet. Heavy has to lose against Reimu this time. If that were to happen, we get a rematch of this exact same match next week, and then whoever would win that would be the champion. But if Heavy wins this matchup in this 1 week period of voting, Heavy would be the champion. So Heavy Weapons guys supporters, you got to show up. Reimu supporters, you got to show up if you want to give your character of choice a chance to win this whole overall thing. So these characters, I started the tournament, right? And the whole thing, like going back to October of 2019. Can we go back to that time? That's 8 months? Like, that's crazy. That's such a long time ago that we started this, and we are finally at the championship. So, these were 2 characters. The point was, I asked you guys, I don't think I'm not going to need to go over any pictures, nothing like that. If you're here, you know who you're voting for. That's pretty simple. So I'm just going to go over the path that these characters took to get to the finals, to the championship, and should be good. But back in November, these two characters, or even back up before that, when I asked you guys for suggestions of characters for this tournament, I asked and you guys provided Heavy Weapons Guy and Reimu. Two characters I didn't think too much that would have a great chance to go extremely far in the tournament, mainly because nobody's ever really suggested them for any of my other tournaments in the past. But here we are. Shantae has been eliminated. Shantae got defeated by both of these characters, which is insane. Shantae wins every tournament she's been in, except for this one. Just throwing that out here. But let's go through the path here. Heavy Weapons Guy. Let's start at the first round here. Where is it at? Hold on, I'm going to find this. I should have been a little bit more prepared, but we try to get back on track. Here we go. So Heavy Weapons Guy. First match in the tournament for him, he went against a juggernaut. Remember back in October, November, Doomslayer was one of the most highly anticipated, highly thought of Stampede. He's confirmed to be in Smash Bros. At that time. So Doomslayer had a lot of buzz going about him. A lot of buzz going for him. Never happened. Maybe he's going to be Fighter Pass 2. We don't know. But Heavy Weapons Guy, the fans showed up. 124 votes to just 66. Won that. And then we got the epic matchup. Heavy Weapons Guy won that match against Reimu, the first match. 150 votes to 139. Only 11 votes separated the winner and loser. And then they both went on their different paths. Reimu dropped to the loser bracket early on in the tournament. We'll go over her path in a second. But Heavy Weapons Guy went through Doomslayer, Reimu. And then the Heavy for Smash community. They kind of forgot about this tournament. Same thing with the Reimu community. They just didn't show up for this tournament. Which is, hey, it happens. No big deal. But so the number of votes dropped for both of them. But then once they were like, oh yeah, this thing is still going on, then it picked back up and you can see where that happened. So after Reimu, Heavy Weapons Guy defeated Travis Touchdown, took on Paper Mario, took out Rayman next in a very close matchup. Check out those results. 79 to 67. 12 votes. Rayman almost took down Heavy. And then we got the huge matchup of Heavy Weapons Guy against Shantae, where Heavy almost beat Shantae by 100 votes. That was insane at the time. That was absolutely insane. Then Heavy dropped to the winner's bracket. Not drop, but he advanced to the winner's bracket championship. Or the first championship, whatever, if we want, like the... I guess technically it's like the semifinal. Anyway, took on Spyro in a close matchup. 13 votes separated Heavy from Spyro. Spyro just needed one win to get back into the championship. He would have had to have defeated Reimu. Did not happen, but Heavy is here taking on Reimu. So let's check out Reimu's path here real quick. Her first match, she ended up getting a first round bye. Her first match happened to be against Heavy Weapons Guy. So her first ever matchup in any of my tournaments, her fan base shows up and drops 139 votes. Not bad. No, that's better than not bad. That is absolutely insane. Shantae, Bandana Waddle did a couple times. I think Gino did it once. Skull Kid, Crash Bandicoot, like really big names that like the world talks about. They were dropping, 100 votes once or twice. Shantae was almost doing it at more than half her matches. So to get over 100 votes in your first ever match is crazy. And both Heavy Weapons Guy, when you face Doomslayer, did that. And Reimu against Heavy, even though Reimu lost, she still put up a great fight. So, of course, her first loss, she drops to the loser bracket. Well, okay, boy, this is going to take forever to find. I'm going to get this, though. Hold on. There's a lot. Remember, we had 100 characters in this whole thing. Where did Reimu go to? All right, I'm cheating here a little bit. Hold on. We're going to find this. Reimu is somewhere. Is she down here? Okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting there. I found it. All right, so Reimu drops to the loser bracket. Her first matchup against, in the loser bracket, was... No, it wasn't back here, was it? No. First matchup was against Jibanyan from the Yokai Watch series. Pretty easy win. Only 48 votes. Big drop off from that 139 she had. Like I said, both the communities for these two characters just kind of disappeared. But then they showed back up eventually. So, Reimu, 48 votes win. 76 votes and a win against 2B Nier Automata. Took on Waluigi. We don't talk about that one. Then she defeated Monster Hunter, 106 votes. Nice job. You can see, even the Waluigi matchup that we don't talk about, over 140 votes. Not bad. 106 against Monster Hunter, like we said. Then took on Lloyd Irving, dispatched of him pretty easily. Took on Dr. Eggman, which he put up a pretty decent fight compared to the last few rounds. Only lost by 43. 43 is still a huge chunk of votes, but it's a pretty small gap for victory for her lately. Won that one, ended up advancing. Took on Isaac, the Golden Sun Assist Trophy guy. Defeated him. Took on Master Chief next. Kind of sad about that one because I love Master Chief. Won that one, and then we finally got the matchup I wanted to see ever since Reimu's first matchup against Heavy. I wanted to see her take on Shantae. It actually ended up happening. She defeated Shantae 100 by 100 votes. Reimu topped 200 votes. That was crazy. That was crazy. And then she ends up taking on Crash in probably her closest, okay, one of her closest matches, because Spyro was another close one, and her first match, whatever. Crash, she defeated him in the loser bracket, 137 votes to 101 votes. Pretty close margin. But then we just had, well, about a month ago, we had Reimu taking on Spyro, where Reimu ended up winning by about 20. Again, maybe one or two couple votes that were maybe illegal might have slipped through, because again, that's my judgment when I kind of look at profiles and kind of taking things into consideration and go, all right, that one seems suspicious. Maybe there's some that people have true alternate accounts that are like two different, whatever it is. Reimu still won pretty easily. I only cut out a small handful of votes between both, so it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. So Reimu, she is back here in the winner's bracket. The overall championship, there we go. She gets her rematch against Heavy Weapons guy. Now, back November 19th last year, I voted Heavy. I'm sticking with Heavy. He's still a character I would like to see more than Reimu. But again, both these characters have pretty much been like characters that have been slightly sliding up my most wanted characters I want to see. So, again, not that anyone cares about that, but that's the reason I am voting for Heavy again in this one. But Reimu, the grazing mechanic, no matter what I say, somebody always tells me I have it wrong, so I'm just going to say her grazing mechanic would be a fun little mechanic. If you know Toho Project, if you know the Toho series, you know what the grazing mechanic is. I've tried to explain it. I was wrong. I re-explained it in a way that I thought it was correct, and then somebody was still telling me, no, that's not even close to how it works. I'm not an expert by any means in the Toho universe. I'm just going to say the grazing mechanic, from what I envision it being, will be a fun thing. Heavy Weapons guy, a very fun, off the, way out of left field, a character that nobody would expect. Team Fortress rep in Smash Bros. Mind blown, right? Nobody would see that one coming. So, I guess it's just time to get to the votes. Like I said, I got Heavy Weapons guy one more time. Who do you got? Heavy, Reimu, or both? We shall find out. Next Monday, we'll get the results. But, I mean, I was going to say there's a sneak peek, but there's no more sneak peeks. This is the last match. Potentially second to last match. Again, if Reimu wins, we get one more match, and then the winner of that would be the winner of the overall thing. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Next week, or whenever we do Crown a Champion, I will also post the overall standings, character 1 through 100, how they placed, and then I want to break it down by how many votes each character got as well, so 2 different ways to kind of view how your character finished. Kind of a fun thing. I've done that for every tournament before, so that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Double upload again. Another matchup from the other tournament taking place a little later today, but yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we catch you on the next one. We'll be back, baby.